3, 2, begin transmission. This is Dungeon Radio Hour.
Hello and welcome, adventurers, to Season 2 of Dungeon Radio Hour, an actual play comedy podcast where we already know all of our listeners out there did not like that time travel joke. As always, I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Dalton Rusher-Riddle, joined once again by my ragtag band of heroes. Introduce yourself, heroes.
I'm Michael Adair.
Oh, and I'm Alissa Adair.
Oh, and by the way, I'm Andrew Gehrlein.
Hey! Everybody. Did you guys like the time travel joke? Did it make sense?
I loved it.
I loved it.
I really did. I liked that joke.
That was one
I mean,
of
the
the best
writers
ones
are
yet.
getting better and better this season. I have to say.
Thanks. They are. They're coming. They're showing up to the writers' room sober for a change, which is shocking. I know,
Yeah.
but
They have a problem. They have a problem. A lot of them have a problem. A lot of them get driven into the studio by their moms because they lost their license.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can
Anyway.
imagine.
And are they all named Michael?
Listen, let's not bring up my personal shit on the air, okay? Listen.
Yeah, that's for the Patreon.
Which is only $3 a month, by the way. Insane. Crazy good deal.
Oh, my God.
So
Did
much
you say
content.
$3 a month?
Yeah, so join our Patreon if you want to find out about Mike's criminal record, or you can search for it on case.net.
That's true. Case.net. Is that a thing in every state, or is it just...
I don't know if it's a thing. I don't know if it's a thing in every
Hey,
I
here's
know
the
it is
thing.
in Missouri.
It
I don't
is
know.
in Missouri,
Oh.
and that is a white trash thing to know.
It's not only is it a white trash thing to know, but it's a white trash thing of how it's used and applied in your familial setting.
Yes.
And,
Right.
and it's one
Yeah.
of those things like if you know, you know, and if you don't,
You know.
then
That's some real shit. That's some real Missouri shit. Dude, I wish that my family would get their shit together, though, and stay out of prison.
well, you know what they say: wish in one hand and shit in the other, and see what fills up first.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
have
is
you
a
never heard
saying.
that before?
That's also a saying, and it
Yeah.
originates from Missouri, and you'll hear people say that use case.net.
One man wishing another. Wow. That's
Yeah.
There is a very, very narrow
Overlap.
cross
Venn
section
diagram.
of where Mike's and I's lives intertwined, and we
Yeah.
have
have a lot
some
in common
shared
today.
trauma.
We do.
And
We
this
do.
was the
Oh,
weirdest
yeah, we
way
do.
to find out.
Oh, yeah. No, but that segue was because...
Yes, yeah. Getting back to the original point. Speaking of wishes,
We blew past the segue. Now we need another one.
we blew
That
past the
segue was because...
I wish we had used it when we first
Boom.
had it.
3 wishes.
Oh, there it is.
If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
And no cheating. You can't wish for more wishes.
you can't wish for more. You can't wish for
More
true
genies?
love.
I'll tell you my 3 wishes. You know, gentlemen and lady,
Ooh.
that for every D&D campaign, I try to find a little companion, an animal companion of some kind, right? And this is because I was denied a pet so long in my youth. And now I want my little Pokemon, my little familiar, right? So if I had 3 wishes, one of them would have to be for a creature that I could not find in nature. I would design my own pet. So let me reveal to you my pet.
Oh shit! You have a visual?
So you're talking about like a magic Build-A-Bear?
Yes. And isn't that fucking cool?
It's very cool.
All right,
Oh,
this is
here we
it.
go.
This is it. Can you see it?
Oh shit! It looks like my dog, dude.
This
my
is
God.
A little
my...
bit like Goose.
Okay,
It's
so
the
I...
eyes.
It really
I
does
thought-
look
I
like
think
my
it's- I
dog.
think it's the eyes.
And the ears.
What would be my favorite pet?
It's really cute though.
1 part dog, for sure. 1 part monkey, so it can hold things like a human being and have opposable thumbs. And also, like, 1 part lizard, and can also fly. So basically a dragon. So I present to you the Drogmunkin.
Oh,
The Drogmunkin.
The
dude, he's pretty
Drogmunkin
fucking cute.
is my dream pet.
What would you name him?
I don't know, Dave or some shit. I don't know. I haven't thought that
You give
far
him a
ahead.
human name.
I maybe Samuel. I don't know. Well, I'll come up with that later.
Samuel.
I don't know. Drogmunkin is as far as I got. And he can talk, just so you know. He can talk.
Okay. He's shredded, dude. He's got biceps.
He really
His
does.
biceps are bigger than mine.
The AI, this is the best the
12
AI
pack.
could do with that idea, but pretty close to what's happening in my imagination. The drug monkin, there he is.
I very much respect the wish, but I have to be honest, the picture kind of looked like if a terrier was mixed with a gremlin,
Yeah.
which was mixed with a gargoyle.
A gremlin.
No, I did put in gargoyle-like features as well in there because I think that's fucking cool.
Maybe that could be a power it has.
Like what?
Like turn to stone or something.
Oh, like
you know what I mean?
Like Disney
Stone skin.
gargoyles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he definitely has magical powers. I think one thing is he shits anything that I need in the moment. So that's also just in his abilities. Like, if I'm like, oh my God, I'm so hungry and I'm next to a Subway gift card comes out of his ass.
No.
And then
Sandwich.
I
So
get
he's
a free
just another
sandwich.
genie that's going to give you wish, like grant
Yeah,
you
this
things
doesn't
you
feel
need.
fair. You can't just have Coco from Foster's home who can just poop out an egg of whatever
fine.
you
He
need.
can't do that, but he can
Oh,
talk.
Coco.
Another good reference would be Lion from Steven Universe. That's what I thought of.
Mhm.
But fine, it can't do that. It's not my infinite wish machine, but he is my best friend, and he is very chill to hang out with, and he can talk, and he can fly.
I do appreciate the loophole, though.
Second wish. I want... Second wish, and this is hard because I'm coming up with these in the moment, besides the drug bunkin. Second wish is...
That one planned.
We
The
have
others-
a large plot of land in a metro city, so there's cool shit around us. We all have houses on the land, and in the center of those houses, DRH studios, like legit, like a Google sort of studios, where you walk in, there's murals on the wall, there's like, you know, a protein shake bar for Dalton or whatever, there's beanbag chairs, there's like 322-inch TV we can all play like Smash Bros. And shit on. I don't know, man. I don't know how big TVs get for these kinds of companies, but obviously I want the biggest one that's possible in a retail space. So yeah, that's what I want. And it's just fucking cool. We all chill out in our little village, and we have professional recording equipment, video and audio. And we've got like cool little fucking interns that'll do our bidding and shit and do all the hard parts. And yeah, that's wish number 2. Wish number 3, I don't know, man. Like, let's say world peace or some shit. Everybody gets like 25% more empathy for each other. I know, but listen, we do need that right now. And I wanted to make it a funny third wish, but world peace. World
Boo,
peace.
I say.
All
Well,
right.
it's only peaceful because we've all been eradicated at that point. We're all dead,
Right.
and the world is at peace.
So we are more peaceful and
No.
empathetic towards one another because we don't exist.
You said it wouldn't be a tricksty god or a tricksty genie.
Oh, damn, you're
That's
right.
true. Alyssa, what are your 3 wishes? Or do you want to go last?
Oh, gosh. Okay. I have also been thinking of these up on the spot. But I actually had one that was kind of similar to you. I hate that me and my friends are so far away. So I would wish for me and all of my loved ones to have a portal, to have like a door where if
Yeah.
you click like a key in, it turns into a portal and you can just go to each other's houses whenever you want. That way we can always visit easily no matter where we are. And it's a key that will change it, whatever. So if I'm traveling to Paris, you could still come visit me with that key. Like it's a key-based thing. If I have the special key, you can meet wherever
Right.
I'm located with
So
the
That's
key.
cool.
if the door has like a key lock, you could just open it up and it goes anywhere you want.
hmm
That's fucking cool.
So,
Magical
follow-up
key.
question.
Yes.
Do you have multiple special keys for each individual loved one, or does the key open the door to the
To your
person that
heart's
you want to go
desire.
see?
Ooh.
Everyone that I love and care about has a matching key. Anyone with the key can go visit anyone else with that same key.
Mm.
So,
So it's
you
all
do
s-
have multiple keys for individual people.
I don't have multiple keys. I have one key and everyone else has a matching key. I can go to wherever someone with a matching key is. So one key gets me anywhere. I just choose.
Mm.
As long as they also have that matching key.
What
Yes.
if they
Okay,
lose
so
the
it's,
key?
it's
Well, then they don't love me enough.
It really seems like something you should put like an Apple AirTag on. But
Yeah.
Let's say they did.
1,000%.
See, I was thinking like on the Matrix, there's one of the shitty ones, like the second or third, is the key maker, and he can go into any door. So he has like a ring with like 200 keys on it. So he can go into any door, and it will take him where he wants to go based on which key he decides to use.
That's cool.
So that could
Okay.
work.
That's
But then you'd have to
pretty
carry around a bunch of keys.
Yeah, that felt clunky. So it's kind of the
Yeah.
backwards. One key that it's like little friendship lockets, and I can just go and I can match up with
Ooh,
whoever
I like
has
that.
it. You know,
Oh, friendship key.
That's cute.
friendship key.
Okay, friendship key is adorable. It's not as good as a drug munkin, but I really do like it. What's your wish number 2?
But what if your drug munkin had a friendship key, dude?
All right.
I know.
Oh,
He should, but Alissa said he can't shit out whatever I need. So
no. He only gets the one key, so
that's fine. You do
Oh,
your
man.
next wish.
okay.
No, that's
second
good.
wish. Second wish. I feel like I got to go practical, and my first instinct was just to be like, I wish I don't have allergies anymore because they're just fucking annoying to deal with.
Eradicate allergies.
But I want to take that a step further, because why wouldn't I? Feels silly to waste it on something that simple. And I want to say instead that me and all of my loved ones, anyone I care about, has no health problems. From here on out, they will simply die of old age.
That's really nice.
But isn't old age a health problem?
Ooh.
Shush.
That's a science question. That's really
That
good.
is a
That
science
goes
question.
too
Because
deep.
typically old age is the result of something shutting down.
Okay, well, since this wish would affect you guys, what if I altered it to be like at the age of 100, your 100th birthday, you blew out the candles, dead.
Wow.
But up until then, zero
Can I get
health
hit by a
problems.
bus? What if I get hit by a car?
If you blow your candles out
I guess-
while you're in the car.
I guess if you have
You can.
if you have an
accident?
extenuating circumstance, like if you fall down a cliff, then yes, you would die. Because I'm simply saying you are healthy. So any natural
but-
body causes, if you can live, if you cannot skydive without a parachute, you will live to be 100 exactly, and then pass away. Just in your
Alyssa, you
sleep.
could make us all
Would
immortal.
Still
You could-
be death by a health.
But that's why I'm saying I'm
true.
stipulating just then. Only you have
okay.
no health problems until you're 100.
No
At 100.
natural death cause.
So here's the
Yeah.
thing. Alyssa loves us all, but not enough to make us live forever because she has a genie and she's only choosing that we can live to 100.
I
She
feel
wants
like
to
that
put
would
a
make
limit
anyone.
on our lives.
I feel like
Yeah.
it'd make anyone go insane if you were
No,
living forever.
Andrew was going to live until 112, and you cut his life short.
Cut his
Yeah.
life short.
So short.
By 12 years.
By
How
12,
dare you?
that was going to be the best 12 years of my
What?
life.
What if I had made that wish and it came true, and then when we were all 80 years old, some breakthrough does happen, and they're like, "We can help people live to 150," and all of you are like, "God damn it, Alyssa!"
Just don't blow out your candles.
Just don't blow out your candles.
Boom.
There you go.
Don't get a cake. Give me a
Yes.
pie, bitch.
You'll never be near a candle or a cake again.
It feels
Just
like
to
a
avoid death.
Sleeping Beauty kind of thing. Like instead, like no spinning wheels, no candles. Could you
All right.
ask me for my third?
Huh?
Segue me in. Ask for my third.
What's your third wish, Alyssa?
Say it again without me talking.
What's your third wish, babe?
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. That was natural, huh?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Okay. Okay. So for my third, I honestly can't think of anything else. So I'm not going to say world peace. Instead, I'm going to do something dumber. And I will say I wish that I could read twice as fast as I currently can, and retain all of it. And I don't want like to instantly. I enjoy reading. I want it to still be a fun activity for me. If I said like, oh, I can instantly read, that feels like it would take the fun out of it. I want to be able to just read twice as fast and absorb all of it completely.
Ooh,
Boom.
like when you put your podcast on 2 times speed, which nobody should do. They should slow us down and listen
Yeah.
to us half speed.
The
But
best
it's
way
like
to
that, but
listen
with
to
your
Dungeon
eyeballs.
Radio Hour is at
Yeah,
0.25 speed, actually. And listening to all the ads if you're on
You
an
sound
ad
really
platform.
drunk.
It's better that way.
Yep.
All right,
That's good. So
Andrew.
you can still enjoy your hobby, but read twice as many books.
Yeah.
as you will.
Exactly.
But you only have
Speed
until
reading
you're
power.
100.
And actually
Correct.
retain it. Like Mike and I were rewatching the Hunger Games, and it was really annoying me because I read them in high school, and I'm like, I am trying to remember like what is different and what is the same in the movies, and I just can't remember.
Oh, there's
So
no
I
way,
would
yeah.
I would also love to be able to read it and it just retains completely, always. I
I
can
love
always
that,
just pull it and be like, yep, I remember reading
That's
that.
good. Super memory
That's
in
solid.
general would it be a good power? we gotta keep going. It's half an hour. Andrew.
All right, guys.
Andrew, 3 wishes. You're up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Andrew.
So I thought of this. I was like, I definitely want a superpower of some kind. And I was trying to think, okay, I don't want to have 3 superpowers. That as cool as that would be. I'll pick one, and I think the one I'd pick that kind of includes other powers is telekinesis.
Yes.
And I'm talking Chronicle style telekinesis. You guys remember that movie where it's like you start a little weak and you can like work it like a muscle and eventually you can like crumple a car.
Fucking love Chronicle.
Yeah.
I know it's such a good superhero movie. You can fly with it. You can obviously, move things with your mind. That'd be cool. There's lots of uses for that. So telekinesis would be my power.
Solid.
I love it.
No, it's 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
that would be my top one for sure.
My next wish, and I'm just realizing as I'm saying this, they are all powers, so fuck it. My next power wish would be that I can see into the future. Now, I don't want to be overwhelmed with knowing the whole future because I would just get obsessed with it and try to change every little thing all over the world. So I would only want to see like 3 days into the future max. And I can't just, it's not like happening. It's not like, on That's So Raven where she's like hit with like flashes of the future. Like I would have to like meditate to like access it.
You have to like actively
So it's like something I
choose.
have to try to look for. But that would allow me to like, oh, this, Apple stock is going to go up, 50% next week. I'm
Okay.
going to fucking invest. So I can make money and be rich. So I'm not going to wish for unlimited money, but I'm going to wish to see the future. So I can make unlimited money
loophole.
and do other
Loopholes.
things.
So
Loopholes.
to clarify, would you still get a choice in what you're seeing? Like if you meditate on Apple stock, will you absolutely see the future of Apple stock, or is it just kind of
Yes.
whatever?
I'll
the
see the
visions?
definite future up to 3 days in advance. And I can make moves. Or if I know someone's going to die in 2 days, I can do something
Let
to
it
prevent
happen.
it. Yeah. And then I can meditate again and like see, okay, what's the new timeline look like? What's 3 days from now look like for them? And
And
maybe they're
see-
going to die again because maybe when you're meant to fucking die, you just have to die.
Ooh.
And see, and if this was like a trickster kind of genie thing, I would give you that wish, but then say that this is the kind of story, this is the kind of timeline thing where time is pre-written. There is no changing
You
it. There is
can't
no
change
changing
it.
alternate timeline. So you're just burdened with the knowledge of what will
Right.
happen in the future without any
And in
ability
fact,
to change
if you
it.
try to change it, you're going to be the one to make it happen. Ironically.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
What about your
Okay, my
third?
third wish. This is one I'm going to make up on the spot. Actually, no, I have this one. I thought of this one earlier, but I wasn't going to do powers. No, I fucking am. Okay. Teleportation.
Stick with powers.
Teleportation, but not in the usual sense of going from place to place. No. I want to teleport through time, not time travel. Teleport through time via old pictures and old videos. Imagine being able to jump in to old family photos and be able to talk to people, or even like pictures of like, the fucking Civil War times. Maybe I want to jump back there and walk around and come back.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Or movies.
Okay, that's very interesting.
Someone's
so I could
watching
go into
Black
like
Mirror.
Yeah, at Black Mirror I can go, but would I be on set of the show or would I be in the world of Black Mirror?
Oh, sorry.
I'd probably be on set because it'd be set in reality, right?
Oh, sorry. I was
Talking
referencing
about a different episode.
Yeah.
You haven't
Oh, that's an
compared.
episode.
Yeah, jumping into photos.
Well, fuck.
Okay, but cool power,
Yes.
but you have to have a photo of the moment you want to jump back to.
Yes.
So would
A
this
photo or
lead you
video.
to taking pictures more often.
Oh.
Right.
So you can jump back
Of memories I want to be able to jump back to.
To jump back.
You
Yeah.
can look forward in the future and see, do I need a photo of right now so I can
Yeah.
jump
Yeah.
back here
Oh,
later.
shit.
Oh.
And then you
And if I jump back enough, I can take an extra photo and then
Yeah.
have another point to be able to jump back to.
Mhm.
Oh.
You would just have
That's a good
a
idea, dude.
library of
Yeah, man.
scrapbooks.
Right. Photo albums, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
all,
I think that'd be cool.
cataloged, and that would be
Yeah. Or like documentaries, you could just jump into it and like be around and like be an observer of that thing.
So Andrew gave himself 3 powers, and I gave myself just a mutant pet that
Yeah.
will definitely smell. You can tell that it smells by the picture of it. I gave myself a responsibility.
You
So
did.
this is cool.
But your thing is a companion. I want to have one.
No, I made a friend for myself, which tells you where my mental state is.
And world
but-
peace. And world peace.
And world peace. Yeah, I
Mhm.
guess that was a good thing that I did. I take it back. I want to go into the future, whatever Andrew said. That's fucking better.
Yeah.
Come with me, dude. How about
You can
this?
go with him.
Let me take a picture real quick. Okay, I got it. Now
Okay.
jump.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that's in the feed.
No.
Fuck.
Oh,
You
shit.
did it wrong. Shit. Now nobody gets
confused.
powers.
So, when we left off, you went into Zero's body. Mike, you rescued Alissa from the lungs. Andrew is currently residing in the stomach. He is unconscious at the bottom on this metallic floor as this green sludge starts to slowly seep down the walls and circle in all around him. And Mike and Alissa, you are at the ledge of the opening down into the stomach. Andrew is lying unmoving on the cold metallic floor with this green viscous liquid slowly seeping toward him.
Oh, no. Mike, what can we do?
I don't know, man. I'm over here freaking out, too.
I don't know. I feel like I'm freaking out a lot more than you are.
No, I'm freaking out, too. I don't show it as much because I'm a goddamn man. Andrew wouldn't want me crying over his fucking body right now. He would want me to remain tough like
And
a man.
A true friend would not let that stand in his way of showing his real emotions.
Listen, I can't help it. I would love therapy, but right now, I don't have great insurance because I'm on an alien planet, okay? Here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Here's what I'm going to do. I am stretchy powers. Stretchy power. I'm going to stretchy power.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Dalton, what I'd like to do
Yes.
is turn my arm into a winch and crank a hook slowly down
Claw machine.
to... Oh, claw machine is better. Yeah, that's better.
Claw machine is better.
Claw machine, I turn my hand into a claw. And I lower it down to Andrew.
Give me a rule of cool roll. So just give me a straight 20. Don't add anything to it.
13.
Okay, you do manage to twist and discombobulate your arm into a claw-like shape. However, it's not quite as impressive as maybe you thought it was going to be. It just kind of looks like a long rod pole with kind of like a limp, stringy, sticky hand hanging down from it. As it gets closer and closer down towards Andrew, I'm gonna need you to roll a strength check.
All right.
Actually, give me a sleight of hand check to see if you can even pick him up.
I'm using his other arm like a little lever of a claw machine, like tapping it left, up, up.
There's like
And
a stuffed animal down there that you really want.
It's
instead of me.
responding exactly how you do it, for sure. 13 again.
You are able to pick up Andrew. Now I need a strength check to
Okay.
see if you can start to lift him up off of the floor.
No, it's just like every claw machine. It's gonna just
No.
fall right
It
through.
does the limp
Don't
wrist
think that
like.
way.
bleh.
Yeah.
14.
Cool. You start to lift Andrew up slowly as you retract your goo. Rescind?
Retract, yeah. Yeah.
Retract? Yeah, as you retract your goo back up into what would naturally be your arm. As you do so, however, the floor below no longer is seeping towards the center where Andrew was. Instead, it has started to rise
Ugh.
as it begins to grow larger and larger and larger, raising up from the floor, getting ready to encompass Andrew. Little pieces of it drip off here and there, falling onto Andrew's unconscious body as you hear the psss of acid dripping onto metal, and it raises further and further and further up. Alissa and Mike, I need both of you to give me a dexterity
So
save.
it's like
Yeah.
climbing up the walls, basically.
It's like a tubing up.
It's like tubing up around.
Tubing. Oh, okay.
So there's a hole in the middle.
Yeah,
Right.
that you're pulling Andrew up
Like
from.
Huh.
it's a pump or something. Okay,
Crazy.
12.
These numbers are getting worse.
4.
Shut up, dude. I'm doing
Fuck.
my best for you. Oh god damn.
Um,
Alissa.
Mike, you are concentrating so hard and intently on Andrew and pulling him up even as this ooze starts to slowly rise that you don't even notice that it has slowly started to shift its way over towards Alissa as it wraps a tendril-like hand around her ankle, and as slowly as it rose up, it quickly falls back down, dragging Alissa with her, or with it, as it drags her and pulls her down into the stomach.
I almost got it, babe. No, I feel it. I think if I reel him in a little bit more, we got this. All right, here we go. Andrew's coming back up. Babe?
Mike, you do effectively pull Andrew up to the edge of the stomach with you, and as you look around, you realize that it's just the two of you.
I slap Andrew conscious. Andrew! Andrew! Bro! Andrew, wake up, dude! I
Fuck,
need
this
you.
is real? Fuck, God
It's
damn it.
real. It's real.
I thought this whole space thing, I thought this was all a
The
dream.
whole thing?
Yeah, the whole,
No.
I'm talking season 1, season 2, I mean, everything. I thought it was a dream. It's real. Fuck
I'm
me.
sorry, dude. You're half
Where are we,
robot.
dude? In a
I'm
cave?
goo. No, dude, we're inside. Remember Zero?
Oh,
Android Zero?
Oh my God, I'm
The
Dr.
Macy,
Doogie
dude.
Chan.
You're
Okay.
Dr. Doogie Chan right now, and we're inside Zero. We're doing magic school bus surgery on Zero.
You know, we should probably save your wife.
Yes, my wife.
Thanks.
She hates being corroded, dude. So we really gotta buckle down, and I guess I could toy crane it again, unless you have a better idea. I mean,
I don't know.
What should do?
Whatever we do, we got to do it quick because it sounds like we're in the stomach unit based off of what you're describing. And I'm metal, so maybe I would take a while to get digested, but I think Alyssa's all organic.
I don't know. I guess I could do the crane thing again.
Or we could make him throw up. You know what I mean?
But the acid seems to have a mind of its own. I mean, so we make him throw up, and then is the acid gonna let go?
Honestly, since he's a robot, the acid is probably made of some sort of nanobot acidic solution.
So disrupt the nanobots.
I press my temple and I'd like to access us.
Wait, Dalton. Let me jump in here real quick. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I don't know if this makes a difference. I am rubbing Andrew's shoulders while he's doing this to give him sort of like a boost of confidence.
Oh my God.
So if he gets advantage because of that, I'm really working him too. I'm like, you got it, baby. All day long. Us. We're going to get my wife back. Here we go. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Originally, Us was not going to be able to communicate with Andrew, but since you said you're rubbing his shoulders,
really
and that
good.
was a detail that was not shared with me prior to me starting my sentence. But now that I know that
Oh my God.
I'm really getting in there. So I'm really getting in there, though. Please.
But now that I know that you are working over those shoulder blades and you are providing that level of service to your best bud, Andrew, you raise your finger to your temple and you communicate with us. And for the first time, you hear nothing.
You're so smart. You're so good. You're so good at what you do.
Us? Keep rubbing, Mike. Keep rubbing harder. Use your
You got
elbows.
this. I
Us?
love you. Elbow.
I love you too. Us! She's gone.
She's gone?
She's gone, dude. I basically don't have any powers. I can't override these nanobot, acidic robot stomach acids. Alyssa's gonna die. Alissa! I yell down the stomach. Alissa!
Alissa!
Andrew, as you yell down the stomach, you look over and peer over the edge, and you do see Alissa down at the bottom of the stomach on the floor. She is conscious. She is sitting in this kind of like huddled position as her head swivels frantically back and forth as the large column of ooze that pulled her down has now separated out into 6 individual gelatinous cubes.
Wait, okay. I have heartburn in real life. I know that if I ever get heartburn and I don't have my medicine, one thing you can do, because your spit is basic versus acidic, you can swallow a lot of spit and it kind of neutralizes the acid, dude. I'm saying if we spit down there and if we keep spitting on Alissa all over her and all over that stomach, eventually, maybe, the stomach acid will be neutralized.
You know, I can hear you guys.
Alyssa, be quiet. We're trying to save you.
It's really faint, but I can hear you, and I heard
Alyssa,
something about
swear
spit.
to God. We're trying to come up with a plan. Shush.
Yeah, I don't like the plan. Okay, I heard that.
No.
I heard
I
it.
spit down the stomach. Just a tiny bit.
This is for your own good, Alyssa.
Okay, don't give me more things to avoid, okay?
Can I be honest, Andrew?
Mhm.
I don't think the plan's going to work. I can't make that much spit, dude. Sometimes I don't make enough spit to swallow my food, and I swallow it without chewing a lot, too. So it goes down dry, and
Swallow dryly.
I swallow dry, and I swallow big chunks, and that's why I choke a lot, and that's why Alyssa yells at me to like chew my food and to make more spit and to do better and to choke less because I ruin all our family dinners.
While Mike and Andrew have been wasting time up at the top of the stomach, Alyssa, the gelatinous cubes are inching closer and closer to you. Give me a dexterity save.
Okay, and I also think that when I got pulled, I pulled myself out of wild shape, by the way.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
When you
right.
hit the ground, you definitely would have
Taken
reverted
enough
back to your normal
damage.
Yeah.
Okay, 18.
Cool. Alyssa, so while you are sitting there at the bottom of the stomach, you very quickly pull your foot back as the gelatinous cubes inch closer and closer to you as you narrowly avoid being burned by the acid of one of their slime trails. In that same moment, you instinctively activate your mage armor, which go ahead and describe for us again how your mage armor manifests itself.
It is activated by anxiety, which is happening in this moment.
Easy.
Yes, very easy. And how it manifests. I know I've now like leveled up, and now I have even like more like barky texture on me, but it becomes like I'm almost glowing.
Iridescent?
Yeah, like iridescent,
Ooh,
like
yeah.
mossy kind of look that just kind of sprouts very quickly from the top of my head down to my feet. Just.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
Like a petrified wood.
Mhm.
So
Moss armor.
as you
Yeah.
activate your mage armor and you pull yourself into an even tinier ball, as you look at these 6 gelatinous cubes that have surrounded you, you feel the floor of this room start to shake and vibrate as you hear a very loud, guttural, metallic activation, turning, gear grinding come from below you.
Guys, I think he's about to throw up.
Dude, I think Alyssa just farted.
No,
Okay,
it's definitely.
I
I
don't
didn't do
know if-
anything.
I don't know if that's what happened, but honestly,
Okay.
it could have. You know, she's pretty gassy. Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Alyssa, did you fart?
I didn't do anything.
What's stinky?
I need you down here. This is a stinky place.
You want us down there, but we want you up here.
I don't see how I'm getting up. So you guys just need to come down.
Gotta come down.
I-
All right. I grab
Okay.
I grab Andrew and we hop into the hole.
Like Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
We
use
hop
you like
down.
like a plastic bag with a toy
A
parachute. you know what I mean?
plastic bag, not an umbrella,
Not a parachute.
not a hang glider, not a parachute, a plastic
like when
bag.
when you put a toy on a plastic bag as a
I'm
kid
a
and it's
big
parachute.
plastic bag, but with my face in the middle of it. All right, here we go, Alyssa. We're slowly coming down. Got a plastic bag parachute going. Andrew and I were coming down.
Both of you give me dexterity saves to see if you can avoid the
Gently
gelatinous
floating
cubes.
down for a
Oh,
soft
yeah.
landing.
16.
6.
Andrew, you do successfully land on the floor of the stomach and avoid any of the trails left by the gelatinous cubes. However, still not fully realizing you used Mike to get down, you kind of toss this goo plastic bag over to the side, and Mike, you don't react quickly enough.
I crumple
to
you up like paper.
avoid-
I forget it's you, and I'm just like, throw you.
To
What the fuck,
avoid
Andrew?
being thrown into a gelatinous cube.
Oh.
As you make contact, the sickly neon green mixes and reacts with your bubblegum pink, giving this brownish, muddy color as you take 3 acid damage.
Ow! Oh, dude. Ow! Oh, this is goo too. Ow! Okay, this goo hurts, dude. Alyssa,
I'm sorry, dude.
Alyssa, are you okay? This goo really hurts.
Yeah, no shit. That's why I need you down here.
I tried as quickly as I could. Andrew and I just had to do a couple of bits and make a couple of plans up there.
Dalton, I cast Ice Knife and just throw it at one of them.
Cool.
I think it's just an instinct at this point. I don't know if I've done Ice Knife yet, but I think just right now I'm just trying to think of anything to like cool it down. You know what I mean? Because I know it's like stomach acid. So I'm like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Give me a roll to hit, please.
Tums with menthol.
exactly. They're not actual knives. They just look like little tums.
Yeah.
that I'm just pulling. I got a 16 to hit.
Ooh, nice. Okay, cool. So as you're yelling at Mike, the anger and the annoyance and the frustration are building and building and building, and all of your emotion releases at once as a small projectile of ice flies out from your palm as you throw them into the air, as you animatedly yell at your husband. And as you throw your hands into the air, that icy projectile flies from it and lands into the nearest gelatinous cube, freezing a very small section of its body.
Are there any other little acid creatures within 5 feet of it?
Yes, there's one on either side, so they also get hit by the residual impact.
Yes, because I was about to say, it says on a hit, the target gets 1d10 piercing damage. Hit or miss, the shard explodes, and the target and anyone within 5 feet gets 2d6 if they don't succeed a dex saving throw.
Okay, suggestion. They're truffles, because you're an alien tree. So you have magical truffles that are
Ooh.
powered with different elements.
You do. You throw a small truffle that explodes.
Explodes
in
with
this-
lightning.
That explodes with this icy aura.
Yeah,
Love it.
ice. That's right.
Love it.
Cool. Alyssa, after you make your attack on the nearest gelatinous cube, the floor beneath you begins to rumble and shake once again. Mike and Andrew, you also feel it this time. But not only does it rumble and shake, but the center of the floor slowly, and I do mean slowly, starts to open up.
I told you I didn't fart.
I think Zero's about to, though.
If we take care of the acid, it'll be less irritation on his stomach and he won't throw up or fart or whatever's happening. I don't want it to happen to us.
So what should we
Okay.
do?
I would like to cast Eldritch Blast, aka
Ooh.
Agonizing Blast, with my laser cannon at the nearest gelatinous cube.
Cool. And just for combat's sake, I'm giving everybody a chance to go before we roll true initiative for it.
Perfect.
Andrew, go ahead and roll to hit for me.
Yeah, that's not good. That's a 12.
Cool. So you raise your arm that quickly morphs and turns into its own cannon, and you let loose this laser beam blast. And even with what you think is not great aim, especially since you're so used to relying on us, you still make contact as your beam blasts into this cube nearest you and puts a pretty decent sized hole in it. Go ahead and roll your damage.
That is a 13 for damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Michael, your turn.
I want to transform into a tennis ball launcher and just cannon my way through these blobs with my blob. Blob versus blob. That's the idea.
Give me a roll of cool roll.
Okay.
Blob versus blob.
Oh!
Really stretching this.
18. My whole thing is stretching. Okay? It's the whole goddamn thing.
Boo.
That's his shtick. Okay, so to base this in some form of reality for the rules, so that Alyssa doesn't kill me.
Thank you.
I am supposed to be able to shapeshift.
Here's the thing here at DRH. Everyone has the capacity to do ridiculous things. Mike's the only one who exercises it on a regular
Exactly.
basis.
I do use the same attack for hundreds of episodes.
And we've said before, and we will always say, I will always say sure to whatever you tell me. But we also are going to let the dice play a very large part in how it's going to
That's
go.
fair.
Dice fall where they may.
Okay, so to ground this in some form of rules-based reality, Mike, I'm going to allow you to shapeshift, if you will, for flavor's sake, your top half into a tennis ball or a t-shirt cannon-esque form. And you are going to launch your little pseudopods, which you get to launch your little pseudopods forward at these gelatinous cubes. So give me a roll to hit.
See, what I did was essentially just flavor. I already have pseudopods. Could I have thrown them with my hands? Sure. But I created a visual. Anyway.
Well, then just say you're using your pseudopods.
Why do I have to say what I'm doing? Dalton knows.
Because he doesn't know what he has.
That's quite enough out of you, Dalton. All right. I rolled a 6 and then I rolled a 1.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's a 61, dude.
Yeah.
You launch your 2 pseudopods for you, and you spent so much time and energy on the flair of all of this that you are severely lacking in substance. It looks cool as shit. And on paper, it sounds like a solid idea. But in practice, there's some holes in the boat that we need to plug up. So you fire each of these pseudopods, and you quickly realize pseudopods are not meant for firing. They more kind of like just slough off of your body. They're not meant to travel very, very far away, and they just kind of fall in front of you.
Oh, my little guys! Oh, my
Your
little
pseudopods, dude.
They're rolling away. Oh, they're
I'm
rolling
sorry
away.
about your Mike. I'm sorry to hear about your pseudopods, bro.
If I may ask, what were you trying to do?
So what I wanted to do, and did you see me morph?
I saw the morph.
I wanted to become like a, baseball launcher and like throw the pseudopods into the slime and just break it apart so we can get these nanobots out of here. So I was trying to say, I'm going to make myself into a projectile. And that was the idea.
Got
Anyway,
it. A for effort. A for effort.
it was an
Can you
idea.
launch us out of that cannon sometimes, though? I didn't
Yeah,
know you could do that, and that's really
I can
cool.
launch you anytime. Yeah.
Dude, oh wait! Launch me right now at these
Yeah.
gelatinous cubes.
Roll for initiative. Well, it looks like our heroes have a serious case of tummy troubles. Will Mike, Andrew, and Alissa be able to survive this tummy ache? Find out next week when the newest episode of Dungeon Radio Hour drops wherever you get your podcast. In the meantime, be sure to head on over to www.patreon.com/dungeonradiohour for extended intros, outtakes, and all the behind-the-scenes content. Until next time, keep the volume up, the dial tuned in, and always say yes to adventure. Bye for now, kids.
Andrew, what did you do?
I blasted one with an agonizing blast.
That's right. Thank you.
He's agonizing.
Just for my notes.
Eldritch blasted it
I
with
blasted
his
him.
lasers.
Lasers.
Nice.
He looked so dashing as he did
Oh,
it.
he just looked
went pew-pew.
so handsome.
Yeah.
He was so handsome and brave.
Right as he went pew
His
pew
pappy
pew.
is Slappy Parnassus back.
Slappy
Happy
Parnassus.
Parnassus.
Slappy Parnassus.